This morning at about 1:30 a.m., we had a call to the 4600 block of I'm trying to think of the street. It said Kingshighway, Baltimore O'Brien's, Kingshighway and back, Baltimore O'Brien's. And the call was for a shooting. When we arrived, there were two persons shot. One was an off-duty officer, and another was a person that turns out to be the suspect. What we learned in the investigation thus far, and it is preliminary, is that there was a confrontation between our officer and the suspect. The suspect, during that confrontation, the suspect started shooting at the officer. The officer was struck in the wrist and in the shoulder. Another officer who was with the original officer returned fire and shot the suspect. The suspect was shot in the lower extremities and the upper shoulder. Both the officer and the suspect were taken to the hospital, and both of them are in stable condition at this point. The suspect's gun was recovered at the scene. There were at least two additional officers that were there at this location with the original two officers. So there were four of our employees there. The only persons that were involved in gunfire was the suspect and the original officer, who returned fire after our officer was shot in the wrist and the arm. The investigation is ongoing. We have our Force Investigative Unit doing the investigation, and those are basically the circumstances now. The officer that was shot is 32 years old. He's been on the department approximately 10 years. The officer that fired at the suspect has been on a little over a year, and he is 25. The suspect is 22.